All right, John, this is microphone A and microphone B. Microphone A, microphone B. So we're saying B is lower than A. Hold on. Microphone B, microphone A. Microphone A is higher than B. All right, hold on. Microphone B, microphone A. They're about the same. Thank you very much, Smiley. I appreciate it. And I've just been informed that we are now live. We are live on our streaming. So we're streaming both to Facebook and YouTube. Oh, yeah. And also on ATC Live. And we're definitely live on all of our channels. Obviously, the wind is blowing a little bit, and we're going to put up a little banner to say that the crosswind is tough. And they can see the clouds moving on the cameras, that's for sure. And we'll make sure everybody knows that. Raiders! Raiders! Thank you, Raiders. Raiders! Thank you, Raiders. That's right, Raiders! Yay, Raiders! Yeah, Raiders. Raiders kick butt. They take care of us and our sanitation needs, and we really appreciate and need the Raiders. Just like I was saying earlier about pieces of the puzzle, everybody's got a job to do here, and if we're missing one piece of the puzzle, it's very noticeable that the picture's not complete. So everybody's got a job to do here, and it makes it nice when all the pieces of the puzzle come together. Thank you, Raiders.
Flying, children sighing, what a day to go kite flying. Breeze is cool, away from school, cowboys fighting out a duel. Time seems to stand quite still in a child's world, it always will. Fishes biting, so exciting, lunchtime sounds so inviting. Antler Bill, he gets a thrill, sitting, watching, bobbing quill. Time seems to stand quite still in a child's world, it always will. Yes,
Paging Steve Henry, paging Steve Henry. Steve Henry, please come to the media booth. We have a brand new propeller for you. Steve Henry, we've got a prop for you. If anybody knows where Steve Henry is, please let us know.
Today's a queen, $1,000 are a dreaming. Cotton frocks and golden locks, her palace is an orange box. Time seems to stand quite still in a child's world, it always will.
say double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. Yes, then an old guitar is all he can afford when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing. In their platform soul, they don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans, they play Creole. Creole. Sultans, we are the Sultans of Swing.
You call me from the room in your hotel, all full of romance for someone that you met, and telling me how sorry you were leaving so soon, and that you miss me sometimes when you're alone in your room. Do I feel lonely too? You have no right to ask me how I feel. You have no right to speak to me so kind. I can't go on just holding on to tight. Now that we're living separate lives.
Well, I held on to let you go, and if you lost your love for me, will you never let it show?
There was no way to compromise. So now we're living separate lives. Ooh, it's so typical. Love leads to isolation. So you build that wall. Yes, you build that wall, and you make it stronger. Well, you have no right to ask me how I feel. You have no right to speak to me so kind. Someday I might find myself looking in your eyes, but for now we'll go on living separate lives.
Yes, for now we'll go on living
Separate
Well, the eagle's been flying slow, and the flag's been flying low, and a lot of people saying that America's fixing to fall. But speaking just for me, and some people from Tennessee, we got a thing or two to tell you all. This lady may have stumbled, but she ain't never failed. And if the Russians don't believe that, they can all go straight to hell. We're gonna put her feet back on the paths of righteousness, and then God bless America. America, you never did think that it ever would happen again. From the Sound up in Long Island, out to San Francisco Bay, and everything that's in between them is our home. And we may have done a little bit of fighting amongst ourselves, but you outside people best leave us alone. Cause we'll all stick together, and you can take that to the bank. That's the cowboys and the hippies, and the rebels and the Yanks. You just go and lay your hand on a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I think you're gonna finally understand. And you never did think that it ever would happen again. In America, did you? You never did think that we'd ever get together again. And we damn sure proved you. We're walking real proud and we're talking real loud again. In America, you never did think that it ever would happen again.
Experience-based, kicking stones and cans. Experience-based, cigarette stained hands. It's not too late, hear it in the wind. It's not too late for you, passion creeping in. Intoxication, familiar smells of the hotel. Of knowing who you are. You and I, you and I, you and I, arrow through my heart, catch a star. Isolation, rows and rows of cars. Like Jupiter and Mars, staring faces, setting cellular. Welcome to the late show, starring null and void. Complication, things get in the way. Sweet sensation of knowing you are near and not too far.
I caught you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Ooh, the damage done. I hit the city and I lost my band. I watched the needle take another man. Gone, gone, the damage done. I sing the song because I love the man. I know that some of you don't understand. Milk blood to keep from running out. I've seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone. But every junkie's like a setting sun.
He said, I'm gonna buy this place and burn it down. I'm gonna put it 6 feet underground. He said, I'm gonna buy this place and watch it fall. Stand here beside me, baby, in the crumbling walls. Oh, I'm gonna buy this place and start a fire.
That's right, Paradise City.
Until I fill all your heart's desires. Because I'm gonna buy this
9:40.
place and see
Winds are
it
gusting to
burn.
25 miles an hour now here at Paradise City.
Do back the things
So we definitely have some wind going on. And it's crosswind. That makes it difficult for the individuals to fly with the big crosswind.
Something worth fighting for. Oh, and I'm gonna buy this place is what I say. Blame it upon a rush of blood to the head. All the movements that start into me. here beside me, baby, watch the orange glow. Some will laugh, some just sit and cry. She just sit down there and you wonder why. So I'm gonna buy a gun and start a war. If you can tell me something worth fighting for, and I'm gonna buy this place is what I said. Blame it upon a rush of blood to the head, up to the
We've been informed that it's green flag, and that it's time to fly. So if you want to fly in the wind, and you don't mind this crosswind gusting over 25 miles an hour, come on out, let's go fly. That's right. Let's go fly right here. Paradise City 2022. Sun and Fun. And don't forget, Phil Lockwood will be giving his forum on four-stroke maintenance. Phil Lockwood, 10:30 at the forum tent. That's Phil Lockwood, Lockwood Aviation at D68 and D70 at Hangar D on the big side. But he'll be over here gracing us with his presence and his knowledge on Rotax engines, four-stroke maintenance tips today at Paradise City. And we do have an autogyro taxiing on the field right now. That autogyro, probably Bob Snyder is in there. And remember, he'll also be doing some forums here at Paradise City. They're in LP25. That's LP25. And it is the Cavalon. That's the Autogyro Cavalon. That's the Cavalon, and they're in booth 25. And as you might know, the Autogyros, they can actually handle more wind because of the high wing loading.
Did we not get the sign-in sheet for the
No, not yet. The Cavalon has got the 915 IS fuel-injected engine, and that's a side-by-side gyroplane. The real masterpiece in design and technique and innovation. It overcomes all restrictions and limits. Pricing starts at only $135,000. Get your Cavalon now at Autogyro USA and LP25, and that'll be Bob Snyder flying. What is she saying? I've got it.
the takeoff and landing.
Two people broadcasting. I don't understand the person. Only one. Me. I wonder why. I just logged on for a moment.
Then she'll have it twice.
We didn't change direction. I got a really good signal. Wow. Well, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you watching. If you put a comment on there how bad I am, I'd appreciate that too. On data or Wi-Fi? Data or Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. On this Wi-Fi? Gotcha. Way to go. Thank you. Autogyro Cavalon, LP25. I believe that's Mr. Snyder that's getting ready to go. This is a gray one. Yesterday they had the dark blue. But this Cavalon looks nice. It's got silver color. I kind of like that gunmetal gray color. And they're in LP25, and it's significant crosswind right now. This wind is gusting over 25 miles an hour. And there will definitely be some significant crosswind and rotor from these trees. And there you go, Bob Snyder, Autogyro Cavalon, getting those rotors spinning. Now, the top rotors are only power rotated when he's stationary. As soon as he starts moving, it's the forward motion of an autogyro that has those move and develop all the lift. That's the Cavalon. $125,000, side-by-side seating, larger tail fin for increased stability in turbulent conditions. Gyros are well known to be able to handle the wind. And as a side-by-side model, the Cavalon expands the product range to the Autogyro product line and offers huge variety of features. Due to its big tank volume, Cavalon handles great distances easily and offers everyone a perfect position thanks to the individually adjustable seats and pedals. From top to bottom, every wish is fulfilled. The interior offers plenty of room for pilot and passengers, and available options include a heated cockpit or heated seats with lumbar support. Now, I know down here in Florida you don't need heated seats, but up north, you're definitely going to need the heated seats in the frozen tundra of up north. They've got comfort grip control sticks, and if that's not enough, they also offer the Garmin G3X Touch Suite on the panel. Comfort, style, and a whole lot of fun. That's the Auto Gyro Cavalon, starting at $135,000. And that engine is the 915 IS fuel injected. So if I remember correctly, that's about 115 horsepower on that. So that'll definitely get you moving. And we're gusting over 25 mile an hour gusts. A lot of south component to the wind, which makes significant rotor. And then we know that Bob Snyder's an excellent pilot, and he handled that wind and crosswind and rotor very, very well. And indeed, that is the first launch of the morning here at Paradise City Sun and Fun 2022. That was Bob Snyder in the Autogyro Cavalon LP25 just landed. We'll see if we can get a report from him to see how bumpy it is. Obviously, with a strong 25-mile-an-hour wind causing rotor on these trees, you can see the top of the trees dancing around pretty good. And it's that dancing means that there's going to be rotor to air. In other words, very unstable air on the backside or lee side of these trees. And that's what we're seeing here. And it looks like he is pulling off to the side. So he'll probably be going back. Now, I do see another aircraft. It looks like it's a just aircraft, Super Stole down there. Let's see if they're going to come out. I can't quite make it out that that's what it is, but if I had to guess, it looks like that. We'll find out in a little bit as they come closer and visibility gets better. Yeah, that's Bob Snyder coming back out. He probably has a different passenger this time. Maybe we can get a report on the conditions from him and to see how it's going. But this is the Cavalon, beautiful aircraft, 915 IS engine on it. And it can be yours for only $135,000. A bargain at any price, right? Yep, there's somebody different in there. And I really do like the shark's teeth on the front of it. We're giving the thumbs up here as they pass by. The Cavalon, good-looking bird. And, of course, the Cavalon is able to cut through this turbulence. High wing loading enables that. Side-by-side comfort. A lot of glass makes it very, very easy for everybody to see out the windows. And fully adjustable seats allows for the creatured comforts. And at 6'2", I need a big cockpit, and that one definitely works for me. I used to be 6'3", but I've shrunk an inch already. I have shrunk an inch already. And it sounds to me that that Just Aircraft starting to prop over there, so maybe we'll get to see that Just Aircraft Super Soul fly as well. They're in LP20, Just Aircraft, LP20. And that's planefunaircraft.com, planefunaircraft.com. And it looks like that's Gary Schmidt that's flying. We'll look at the pilot log to make sure. And this is the blue and silver one. This is going to be Just Aircraft LP20 and the Super Stall. You see those big Tundra tires, turbulators on the top of the wing there. And the Super Stall price is only $41,700, and that includes two 13.5-gallon wing tanks, 21-inch Tundra tires, extreme brake package, and there's also quick build wings to massive fuselage for only $2,500 more, and the Elodyne coating is $500. You can also get a Super Stall Stretch XL if you desire. Talk to them about that. The Super Stall itself, it's got a wingspan of 31 feet and 3 inches. And the landing gear. 26-gallon fuel tank in that Super Stall. Bob Snyder in the auto gyro again. LP25 auto gyro Cavalon, $135,000. If it's only $135, I imagine a few people would buy it. And I don't know if you saw him yesterday when he was flying in the manufacturer's demonstration. The wind was so strong that he appeared to actually hover in one place. The ground speed was so slow, it was only a couple miles an hour. Just Aircraft Super Stall coming out now. That's LP20. Just Aircraft Super Stall LP20. That's going to be Gary Schmidt at the controls, we believe. And until I'm corrected, I'm going to keep saying it's Gary Schmidt. Reasonable. Works for me. And that Super Stall, you can see that over there in the LP20. Big Tundra tires. Significant climb rate as well. Takeoff roll is advertised at less than 250. And you can see the wind has pushed him significantly over the orange. He's going to have to turn to the south there and get back into our area. But it cruises at right at 100 miles an hour. It cruises right at 100 miles an hour, and as you just saw, it's got a significant climb rate of 1,000 feet per minute. So that's an excellent, excellent climb rate. It weighs in at 1,320 pounds, and the empty weight is 720. The gross weight is 1,320. And he's got that thing turned going back south. And it can do plus 4 Gs and negative 2 Gs. So it's got some significant strength to it. And that's the Just Aircraft LP20 Super Stall. JustPlainFunAircraft.com. JustPlainFunAircraft.com if you want to go visit them there. They're out of Walhalla, South Carolina. Oh, that's Bosco driving the plane. I'm sorry. And it's departing. Bosco is departing. Getting out of the storm. I was wrong about that. Gary is probably somewhere else, but Bosco is just taking your airplane. Hope he knows. So LP20 will be minus 1 Super Stall. Bosco is flying out in that one. Apparently he's departing the area, and you can see he's exited the pattern. He's all the way over Pipkin Road and heading out. You don't need therapy? No, I don't. Hold on just a second there, sir. I understand that you've got a shirt that's kind of interesting. Tell everybody what your shirt says and where you're from.
I'm from just near Montreal, Canada, Quebec, province of Quebec. And, we're a group of pilot here, owner of private airplanes like Super Cubs, Tebriez, stuff like that. As long as we fly, life is good, Everything is good for us.
So I see you have a shirt that says, I don't need therapy, I just need to go flying.
That's it. We're flying as much as we can. So
what does your psychiatrist say about that?
Well, as long as we're happy, when we go there, is that you get a smile on the face, so you don't need to come see me. You just keep staying in your place, and we're good.
Well, there you go. There you go. The words out of Canada is go fly. Don't see a psychiatrist. Just keep flying.
That's it. That's the word. Exactly.
That's right. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm always looking for good medical advice. My psychiatrist says I should stay on my medication as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just joking, everybody. I'm just joking. All right, so we saw Bosco taking off. Thank you, sir. We saw Bosco taking off in that Super Stol, that Just Aircraft Super Stol LP20, and we also have right now Bob Snyder in the Autogyro Cavalon coming down. It looks like he's going to make a. Oh, he is going to land here. That's the Cavalon, $135,000. They're an LP25. And that Cavalon is really sweet. Cruises about 110 miles an hour. It's got the 915 IS fuel-injected engine in there. And that's Bob Snyder, LP25. I really like the shark's teeth on the front end. It makes it kind of look like the A10 a little bit that we saw in the demonstration yesterday across on the big side. And you can see a lot of glass on there. It's got a lot of visibility. Seats are fully adjustable, of course, with nice appointed interior. And it's pretty quiet, too. Remember the gyro, the top rotor is not powered. That gyro, its forward motion causes the top rotor to spin. And that's what gives it the lift. They only use power to rotate those rotors on top before they start their forward motion. And the faster they go, the faster that top rotor will spin, the more lift they get. And because of the high wing loading, that rotor is the wing, that they can cut through this rotor and high wind quite easily, much easier than a lot of these other aircraft that are out here. Now, we saw the Evolution aircraft yesterday. They were flying around. That was Phil Mednick that was flying. He was flying the Revolt with the Patriot wing, the red, white, and blue Patriot wing, and they flew in the turbulence quite a bit there. It's not as much fun when you've got 25-mile-an-hour gusting across these trees here. You can see these trees dancing, and if those trees are dancing, I personally am not going to go fly. It's just a little much for the crosswind on this particular runway. But we'll keep you updated as we go. We do have the manufacturer's demo that's coming up. Let me go in and get the information on the manufacturer's demo. We'll be able to tell you what's coming up. And the manufacturer's demo, I believe, starts at 11 o'clock. Oh, yes, I like it when I'm right. I'm not right often, and I need help. So if you hear me say something that needs correction, please tell me. My ego is not strong enough that I need to be angry about a correction. I like correction. When we pull into a parking lot, my wife said, "Ooh, there's a good parking space." I listen to her. I park there. She doesn't make me do that. All right, so in the briefing sheet today, it looks like we had Jeremy Knoll from Bushcat. Jeremy Knoll from Bushcat, and they've got some really nice aircraft over there. They are in booth Bushcat. Hold on just a second. LP22. Thank you, baby. They're an LP22. Bushcat LP22. Bushcat by Skyreach, and they've got some really nice aircraft out there. They're the gray and white camouflage print. Very, very nice. We also have Paul Mathers in M2, or M squared, I'm sorry, M squared. Paul Mathers, he might be flying today. He's also signed in. We also have LP31, the Bathawk. And the Bathawk, if you haven't seen that yet, the Bathawk is a quite interesting aircraft. It's got a bubble canopy. Looks really cool. Visibility is amazing. And then, of course, Dennis Long from Aeropract. Dennis Long at Aeropract, they were flying significantly yesterday. And you'll see the A32 Vixen and also the A22 Dennis Long doesn't like to be called the Fox bat, so I won't call it that. I won't say that. But it's the A22, and of course the magenta. Would you need this one? The magenta A22. That's Deb's aircraft. Deb Stevenson says she wants that one. I think the actual owner may object to that, but Deb Stevens said she'd like that pink aircraft. She likes the color. We also have Paul Hucken from M Squared also signed in. We also have Aeropract again. This is Sam Peachy. Sam Peachy was flying quite a bit yesterday in the A32, and that's the Vixen. And then Kenneth Davenport has also signed in for Aeropract. So apparently they may have quite all three of those Aeropract aircraft flying today. They've got two A32 Vixens and one A22. The A32 has a streamlined body, which allows 10 more mile an hour. It's got recessed doors and other cool things that make that really slicker in the air. But what I want to see is the Bat Hawk. We haven't seen the Bat Hawk fly here. Bat Hawk aircraft out of LP31. Really neat looking, and I can't wait to see that one fly. Haven't seen that yet. It's over in the booth, and you can go check it out, and they'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. The Bat Hawk is quite unique, and the Bat Hawk is a light sport aircraft, and it's designed and built for tough conditions. Aircraft supplied complete or ready to fly, and it complies with the ASTM 2245 standards and rules and regulations. Features a high strut-braced wing, 2 seats in a side-by-side configuration, open cockpit, and fixed tricycle landing gear, and a Rotex engine in a tractor configuration. And in that configuration with 100 horsepower 4-stroke Rotex in there, you cruise about 70 knots. Stall speed is about 36 knots. Useful load is 617 pounds. And the maximum fuel is 123 pounds. We'll have to check that out and see how many gallons that is. As a conventional 3-axis light sport aircraft, the Bat Hawk does not rely on pilot weight shift to affect control. Twin seats are positioned side by side for full dual control, and both crew members are well protected from the weather by an aerodynamic fiberglass pod and a large wraparound windshield. You really need to see it. Really neat. It has amazing unrestricted view from the cockpit, and it's just real fun to fly. That's what I'm told. I haven't seen it. Haven't flown in it, but I'm told that. And they're out of Atlanta, Georgia, and you can contact them over on LP31 or info@bathawkusa.com. That's info@bathawkusa.com. So the manufacturer's demo today is going to have American Ranger, that's Silverlight Aviation, LP number 3, and that's going to be Gary Spicola, LP number 3, and he'll be flying the American Ranger AR1. And that's Gary Spicola for the American Ranger, Silverlight Aviation. So is it 10:30 yet? So the winds were gusting 25 miles an hour. They're still gusting 25 miles an hour. I encourage everybody to come out to the forum tent because the next seminar is getting ready to start, and that's going to be Phil Lockwood. Phil Lockwood from Lockwood Aviation. He's talking about the big side over there at the D hangar on 68 and D70. And Phil Lockwood will be giving you tips about the Rotex four-stroke engines and how to maintain them and set them up so you can go fly with ease with a Rotex engine. That's Phil Lockwood, Lockwood Aviation. The forum tent at 10:30 this morning, just in a few minutes, is starting. If you've got a Rotex four-stroke, you need to be in there. Got the information for you. That's Phil Lockwood, Lockwood Aviation, D68, D70 in the D hangar on the big side. And he'll be having his forum starting in just a few minutes here in the forum tent. Right after that, at 12 o'clock, there's another forum going on, and that'll be Powered Paragliding Let's Talk, presented by yours truly, Paul Czarnecki. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about on powered paragliding. Typically, the format there is I have everybody in the audience put up a couple of questions, and then we'll answer all your questions to make sure you get the information you need. Ask Paul. That's right. Ask Paul. And you can also see some Ask Paul articles in the Aero Sports Connection. And you can send the questions in to Aero Sports Connection. Ask Paul at Aero Connections. aerosportsconnections.org. aerosports.org. aerosports.org. That's Ask Paul at aerosports.org. If you have questions, you can always just send them to me too here. Come on up to the media booth and ask some questions about powered paragliding or anything else, and we'll try our best to get the information to you. So that's Phil Lockwood, Lockwood Aviation, D68 and D70, getting ready to start his forum there in the forum tent here at Paradise City. Remember, we've got an awful lot of wind right now. It's 25 miles an hour gusting, and it's a crosswind with a lot of south component to the wind. Makes it very turbulent with the rotor coming off of those trees that seem to get larger and larger every year. Phil Lockwood, four-stroke maintenance tips in the forum tent, pretty much starting now. Come on by. Hello, this is Paul Czarnecki here at Sun and Fun 2022. We're here in booth 32 with Gyrotechnica, with Gyrotechnic. Paul Czarnecki. We're here with Gyrotechnic in booth 32 at Sun and Fun 2022, and we have Dennis Shoemaker here. How you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing great.
So tell us what you've got here at this booth.
Okay, basically I got my line of open format gyroplanes, single seat versions. I have my GT VX1 and my GT VX2 on display. The VX1 features a 582 Rotax, 65 horse. The VX2 is my first prototype with a 912, 100 horsepower on it.
And I hear they perform really well. We saw them flying last year here, and the crowd really loved it.
Oh yeah, it is like a dirt bike in the sky, that's for sure.
And I tell you, the kids really love your gizmo. Tell us about the gizmo.
The gizmo is a little model I created, just kind of, it's used actually a lot in training school. So a nice little desk toy to show how a gimbal, offset gimbal rotor head works, and just kind of hands-on type.
It allows people to see the magic.
It does, it does.
It's really something. And you guys are out of Minnesota.
We are. South Central Minnesota. Mankato would be the closest airport.
Mankato. And how many aircraft will you have flying here at Sun and Fun 2022 this year?
This year we're just going to have a static display.
Static display. All right.
We'll be flying next year for you.
Flying next year. All right, everybody come out to Gyrotechnic in booth 32, Sun and Fun, Paradise City 2022. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Paul Czarnecki. We're here with Gyrotechnic in booth 32 at Sun and Fun 2022. Good morning, Sun and Fun 2021. This is Paul Czarnecki. I'm here with Gary Friedel, the chairman of Paradise City, the ultralight side of Sun and Fun, as well as John Leithouse, who is also known as Lights, who is the president and CEO of Aerospace Center for Excellence, and also the head man for Sun and Fun. John, how you doing?
Outstanding, Paul. I'm so thrilled to be here. You have no earthly idea. It has been a very, very long 2-year wait, and we have patiently and diligently been facing all the trials and tribulations of not having a fly-in in 2020, and have done so well that we're able to race into 2021's fly-in, not being in debt and ready to provide the greatest aviation experience on the planet for all of our fine friends and our fans of aviation. So we're ready for it. We've had a great 2 years, and you would think that 2 years of planning would make the execution extremely simple. Well, I'm here to tell you that is the furthest from the truth, because as we started evolving into 21, our plans started shifting because of COVID. As you can well imagine, we had to develop policies and procedures because we all thought it'd be gone by the end of last year. That didn't happen. It's still with us. The world is still dealing with it. Maybe not as much of a crisis as it was, but it's still there. So we have to be diligent in our approach to protecting our fine citizens. So we have been preparing for it, and as we race towards it, we've had city, county, state, CDC from federal helping us craft the right processes and protocols to make sure that everybody, A, is safe, but B, has a good time. And therefore, this evolution has taken a life of its own, and we're still changing as things occur right now. As you well can remember, it was only 3 weeks ago. It was 6 feet apart separation. Well, today it's 3 feet apart. Masks are not required. They are suggested, but we're going to help people wear them, provide them for them. We're going to give them plenty of ammo.
You're expecting severe weather conditions.